You struggle with your pitching, this is a formula that Scotty Scheffler uses, and also the approach that gives him the best success and the widest margin for error possible, that's going to help you generate a little bit more spin with your pitch shots, land the ball where you intend to, and also get the ball closer to the hole and making the shot a little bit easier. So many golfers, when they set up to the shot, hands quite low to the ground, the club works inside, the heel digs in, the face shuts down. You're going to stand a little bit closer. Step 2, you're going to open the club face, and as you release the club, where many golfers struggle, if you think about the position of your right palm and also your right forearm, that right palm and right forearm face the ground. When I do that, I take loft off the club but also bounce. Right palm and right forearm face the ground, toe releases over the heel, club face closes. You want to do the opposite. You want to visualize that you're trying to keep the right palm and right forearm facing the sky for as long as possible. So right palm and right forearm facing the sky on the way through. That's going to keep the heel a little bit higher than the toe, but it's also going to allow you to keep the club face nice and open. So right forearm and right palm to the sky, that's going to keep the club head a little bit outside the hands on the way through, but it's also going to allow us to maintain the loft on the club face that everyone wants to achieve. So right palm, right forearm to the sky. Release club, right palm, right forearm to the sky. I always feel like my right hand stays underneath the shaft of the golf club, so I always feel like my right hand stays underneath the golf club. If I release the club really strongly, you can see my right hand gets too much rotated over my left hand, so always keep your right hand underneath your left hand on the way through. Feel like your right hand always applies a little bit of pressure on the right hand side of the grip. That's going to allow the club face to stay nice and open, but it's also going to prevent the toe releasing over the heel too abruptly and imminently through impact. So keep the right elbow in front of your right hip, don't let that drag too far behind your body, so keep the right elbow nice and soft, but also allow the right elbow to point down towards your right hip. As we swing the club back, club face stays nice and open, and as we release the club, we want to feel like the right palm and forearm are going to face the sky, and I want to feel like my right hand always stays underneath my left hand. That's going to do two things. It's going to allow us to increase the bounce, but it's also going to allow us to keep the loft on the club face and allow us to create that spin. Palm and right forearm towards the sky, feel like the grip end of the club works up and left for impact. Right palm, right forearm to the sky, feel like the grip end of the club works up and left for impact. So I almost feel like I start to get a little bit taller through impact, so my chest starts to extend. I feel like as I release the club, right palm, right forearm to the sky, club's working up and left around my left hip, and then I feel like I get taller through the shot, so my chest starts to extend through impact. That's going to allow me to utilise the bounce, and it's also going to allow me to create better contact, more spin, and get the ball to stop quicker to the hole.